The reopening of the National Museum of Natural History this year made waves and caught attention of Filipinos all over the country. Tourists line up to see the exhibits and marvel at the glorious beauty of the museum itself. And behind the success is a woman. Praised for the museum's impeccable design and magnificent interior, Tina Periquet served as the principal designer in this major project. With her unique talent and sharp eye for good design, Tina brings dreams to life as she creates a new world by transforming space.
Tina Periquet, welcome to Leading Women.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, we're very excited and honored to have you on the show. You are the principal interior designer of the National Museum of Natural History.
Yes, that was a great honor actually to be allowed to work our vision for that project. It was an immense responsibility. I would have to say it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work on something that could touch so many lives, that could represent the best of the country in a cultural sense. At the same time, offer our own interpretation of what the Philippines is like, how it can be introduced to the world.
Were you always interested in natural history, in the history of the Philippines?
Frankly, no.
Growing up, it wasn't. It didn't interest you.
You take it for granted. It's all around you. But those life forms are thriving amidst the population.
Since its opening, tourists continue to flock to the National Museum of Natural History. And today, I'm fortunate to see for myself how it has become a greater embodiment of art as Tina gives me a tour.
We are here at the National Museum of Natural History. I understand this project fell into your lap in 2013?
Well, I wouldn't put it that way. It was a hard-fought competition between some of the finest architects in the country, and I happened to be in a position to be on board because my husband was one of them, and so it was a collaborative endeavor. And I have to say this it's a very fine day to be here and to actually see the fruits of that efforts.
Looking at everyone here who's come to see the museum, how does that make you feel? There's so many young people.
It's the fulfillment of our hopes at the time. We were really envisioning a place that people could come to and explore and learn about the Philippines, and that's what we have now.
I'd like to learn more about the Philippines. Our viewers would like to learn more about our history, our culture, and the beautiful space and the beautiful museum that you and your husband have designed. Please take me inside.
Sure.
Let's go.
Tina says that renovating the building was no easy feat. Because it was bombed during the war, the building had to be reinforced. Tina and her husband turned this old and cramped historical building into the modern and spacious museum we see today, which houses important artifacts of our natural history, such as the skeletal remains of Lolong, once said to be the world's largest crocodile in captivity, and one can see it in the Ayala Hall.
This is the Ayala Hall.
Yes, this space, if you can try to imagine these were offices. And there were bathrooms and pantries, and it was just a whole maze, a labyrinth of small rooms. So we thought, looking at it from outside, it appeared to be a tall space. You can picture already, how the space could look if you just use your imagination and took it all out, all the stuff.
I'm trying to imagine the two-story place. This place was 2 floors, and now it's just space with artifacts that everyone can enjoy and we can move around in this space. I mean, wow, how did you come up with the concept or the idea for something like this?
A designer tends to be someone who responds to what is given and searches for the potentials and brings that to life, ideally. You look at the innate geometry of the space, you create in the end something that is intrinsically fitting and appropriate. It's authentic. What might seem like a very, say a simple floor pattern is actually dense with meaning. For instance, the hexagon. That is nature's perfect shape.
Yes.
So think of the bee's nest. Think of cells, living cells, and that is what this is all about.